I hate it so much. Maybe Catrice can help? Catrice! Hey guys, so today is the first impressions video of all first impressions videos. I am testing so many new things. Truly, I have so many things that I want to try out that just recently launched that people have been asking about, tagging me in the post and wanting me to try out. So today we've got the new Urban Decay brow products. We've got the new Colourpop No Filter Stick Foundation, the Huda Beauty Metal and Matte shadows, the liquid shadows, the Benefit Roller Liner, the Fenty Concealer. We've got a ton of different stuff in this video. So if you guys are excited to see this video, please stay tuned. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You guys can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both are RawBeautyKristi. And we are just gonna jump into this because I have so much new stuff to try. I cannot wait to put all this on my face and see how it works. It's been a hot minute since I've done a full face of first impressions, and this stuff is highly requested. I don't know if I should prime my eyelids first or how should I do this? Because these are liquid. Do you prime your eyes first? I don't know. So we're just gonna wing it. All right, so these are the colors that we have here. This one is Pink Champagne and Bubble Bath. So it's kind of neutral. They're all neutral. This one is Faux Fur and Bamboo Hoops, Bubblegum and Silk Bomber, Shimmering Sunset and Private Jet, and Cherry Soda and Hot Sauce. Which one do I do? You know what? Maybe we'll just go in with this one. I was wanting to go in with this guy right here. Maybe we can do like one on each eye. You know what? It's a full face first impression. Let's just do one on each eye. Nobody says that I can't do that, and quit telling me what to do. You're not my real dad. I'm gonna watch a video on how to use these so that I am not fucking it up.
2 hours later.
Do you prime your eyes first? I didn't get the answer. Hang on.
Americans out there, I've never seen anything like this. These are the easiest way, the most, open it up, and I'm basically gonna draw 3 dots on.
Okay, she didn't say anything about priming first, so maybe I'll do just like a tap of concealer, like a little tap, and I'll try to like I'll go like this, and I'll like really buff that in. I just really want to remove the super pigmenty parts of my eyelid because they're pretty veiny, all right? They're pretty veiny. All right, let us start. So she said take any brush. I'm going to do that. Any brush? Are you sure about that? So I just spot cleaned a brush. It is nice and clean. This is the Morphe M441. I'm only using this because it's right in front of me, okay? I'm gonna use this one first. I think it just makes the most sense. This is Hot Sauce that I'm gonna start with first. She said 3 dots and then just blend it in with any brush and you should not have any issues. 1, 2, 3. And she says you kind of have to work fast because it does start to dry down. Oh, fuck. That is pigmented. Did I use too much? I'm thinking so. Okay, it's already dry. All right, I think 3 dots with this color is definitely a little bit much. And I really don't feel like it's blending out at all anymore. Like I feel like it's dried down. It's like a paint, you know? So off first impression, that dries insanely fast. It is already completely dry. And if we can kind of zoom in here and look at what it looks like. So I feel like it's a lot deeper down here where it dried almost immediately when I started blending it out. And then as I'm blending it into the crease here, it's almost less pigmented where the brush was really swiping. So, and the edges obviously look like utter butt shit. So that's not good. Let's try the other eye. All right, so I think the second color I want to try is this one, which is Private Jet and Shimmering Sunset. And let's see if this one blends out any easier. This is the shade here. It is just like a pretty pale nude. Let's do 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna try something else on this eye. I'm gonna try like to tap this shade a little bit here and blend out the edges of this one to see if that makes it a little easier to blend out. It's almost like adding 2 colors together. I'm blending this just as I would my regular eyeshadow. So this side I feel like blended out a little bit better. Because it is a lighter color, you can't really see the mistakes as much. It looks okay on this side, just looks a little lackluster. Like the color's not something I'm shitting my pants over. How about you? Okay, so maybe I'll add like 1 dot of the color Hot Sauce to this side just to like deepen up the crease a little. Yeah, like a little bloop of it. Where I set that down did pick up. You can see like that little gap. Maybe if I tap it. Maybe the tapping did help a little bit, but I still see a bit of a gap there. I don't know if these are superior to powder shadows. From my personal experience so far, no, they're not superior. They're not terrible, but they're not easy to work with initially off the bat. I think that they dry down a little too fast. I think if you had a little bit more working time to get the edges smooth, then it wouldn't be such a problem. But because they dry down so fast, and I'm talking like within 10 seconds of starting to blend it, 5 to 10 seconds, you're like blended. So the other side is the metal side, and it's like a little paintbrush that you're supposed to paint on. Oh, cold. That is very reflective. Okay, first impression on this guy. Wow, that's beautiful. Really like the applicator on that too. I mean, I just was able to wing out a liquid shadow so quickly. This is impactful. I feel like it's so bright and so shimmery. I really like it so far. I don't know how it wears, obviously, but I'm just going off of my first impression, and that is quite stunning. I really, really like that. I'm gonna see how it dries down, how it feels. Right now, as it is drying down, it does feel, cakey's not the word I want to use because it's not quite the right word to describe it. Heavy. It feels like dry almost, and it hasn't fully dried down yet. Almost like it's shrinking a bit as it dries, and so you can kind of feel it, but it's not like hideously uncomfortable yet. I wonder how it's going to dry down though. She said it was fully waterproof. This is the other color, and this is Shimmering Sunset, and I'm going to try this on the other eye. Oh wow, that is beautiful. Because the brush tip of it is so precise, you really can super easily cut a crease with that. I don't know if you saw how easy that was and how it's not chunky whatsoever. I mean, just all the way up to the top is perfectly smooth. That color. Okay, so far I'm gonna give you my first impression. Fuck. The shimmering metal side is unreal looking. Like, it truly looks as though I just placed a piece of foil on my lid. Probably the easiest application of any liquid eyeshadow I've ever done. I really enjoy the applicator because you can get super precise. You could probably do a really crispy line with that and have no issues. Beautiful. Beautiful on first impression. I don't like the matte side, really. Ooh, and you know what? As this side is drying down, which let's see if it's transfer proof. Yeah. That ain't going nowhere. Look. No. Nothing. As the side is drying down, it's starting to feel really heavy. Maybe just the more that I open my eyes, the more that'll go away, and it'll kind of like my eyes will get used to it, but it feels really thick. Not hideously uncomfortable, but I definitely can feel it. Like, it's so clear to me that there's something on my eyelid, but that is absolutely stunning. Both colors are so beautiful. I'm gonna swatch all three of the other shades on my hand just so I can see what I'm looking at here. This is Bubblegum, Pink Champagne, and Bamboo Hoops. Look at that shit. These are absolutely stunning. Wow. All right, well, I am impressed with those. I really think that those are beautiful, and these eye looks look insane. The matte side though, I mean, just on my first impression, clearly this is not a full review. Maybe if you guys want me to do a full review wear test, like testing these out in different ways, different primers, different base, everything like that, I certainly can do like a full standalone video on them. But on my first impression, the matte part was definitely more difficult to use. The lighter the shade, the easier to blend out. The first shade, Hot Sauce, I found a little difficult to blend out, but if you're looking at it with the shimmer on the lid, it doesn't look too bad. Does it look awesome? Not really, but it doesn't look like horrifying. This side's starting to dry down now and feel really thick. Let's see, is it dry? Yep, I got a little flaking. Let's see. Not as transfer proof as the other, but still not bad. Well, I went to try to wipe these off with my towel and they had mostly dried down and they really don't move. I got these lashes in the mail and these are Honesty lashes by Jasmine and Simone. This is the style Fearless. This is what they look like. Oh, real wispy, real interesting looking. I shall use these. Definitely gonna have to trim them down quite a bit. I've never tried Honesty lashes before. Ooh, this is not a good sign. Like when I was cutting it, the band wants to pull away. I hate it when lashes do that because it just like reduces the life of them so much. I'm just gently trimming them and ooh, I don't like that. Hang on. But they said, I believe on the mission statement thing is like a pair of lashes for every mood. So they have like Fearless, Bold. I don't know if that's one of the real things, but just how you're feeling that day. These are really fluttery and long. I've never worn lashes quite like this. Look at how they look. They're pretty, but they're like really long and really curly. All right, I'm gonna apply these off camera real quick. I'm gonna be right back and I'll let you know if I had any issues applying them or if I struggled at all. Well, I like a curve to the lashes. These curve quite a bit. So we'll see how these do. I just wanna show you guys me applying one of these. I mean, these are some friggin' ass lashes. With the first lash, at least, it went super easily. Let's see if this one is the same. I mean, it just popped right on. This one's got like a funky end. Come on, you bitch. You said that? I don't know. The shape of the lash pops on so easily, but this little outer corner is treating me kind of funny. Those are some lashes, baby. Those are some lashes. All right, those are the lashes. They are big. This is something I've never used before. This is the Benefit Roller Lash, and they sent over this little precious package. It's like a little fry box, and it's called the Roller Liner. And I'm gonna try the Roller Lash. Oh, it's got a nice little brush. I'm gonna try to melt my lashes in with that. Ooh, I like the size of this brush. It's little. I'm used to mascaras having that big ass like Too Faced Better Than Sex style brush, you know? Or like the Butter London Double Decker lashes. Okay, so these lashes, I don't know how I feel about them. They're pretty, but they're very curly and very long. And while I like a dramatic lash, we all know that about me. These are like next level drama. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but in person, they're like, bitch. I mean, I think they're pretty, but they kind of scare me. All right, let's move on to the face. I'm gonna start off with the foundation. So my skin is already moisturized, and this is the foundation that I wanna try today. These are the Colourpop No Filter Stick Foundations. And if you guys know, my favorite concealer in the world is Colourpop No Filter. It is such a good concealer. I liked the foundation, but I don't remember like literally loving it. So I am not quite sure my thoughts on it. I've got 3 different foundation colors here that they sent. I've got Fair 07, which looks like this. Let's do a little swatchy poo. Little light for me. A little light. Okay. This one is Fair 30. This one is completely different color. Closer. And this one is Fair 27. Okay. We're gonna go with this one, Fair 30. This is lighter than I would still go with my foundation, but well, those glided on really easily, so we'll see how they blend in. Where is my beret? I'm going to just do some swipes of this on. See my redness down here. This is lighter than I would go. Colourpop doesn't send the whole range, which I think is actually really good. They sent me 3 shades. This isn't a shade I would do for myself. Well, it probably matches my body better than I would match it. This is my IT Cosmetics Love is the foundation brush. Is this a matte foundation? They've got a dry patch right here and it's really clinging in there strong. I also feel like the coverage I would call medium because you can still see my redness throughout here. It's really hard to tell on camera, but there's a big red patch right here. You see it? Ooh, fuck. Ew. Oh my god, look how scaly and dry that looks. So for the last few days, you know how I did, was it last week I did my favorite makeup of 2018, and in there I talked about the Hourglass Vanish Stick. I've been back at that now because once I pulled it out of my drawer, because I kind of put it away over the summer, it was a little melty on my skin, and then I forgot about it, and then I pulled it out for my favorites of 2018 video, so I've been using it a lot more. So I've been using that stick foundation and loving it, and my skin is really dry right now. I've still been going through my skincare routine, which I will link up here as well, and I love that skincare routine. I think it's really nice. This is accentuating the dryness on my face so much. I'm gonna turn the camera down. So there's a dry patch right there. Can you see it? Dryness over here. Dryness. I'm a very dry lady, okay? This looks like absolute dog shit on my skin. I love you, Colourpop. The fuck? I do think a lot of this might come down to the fact that I feel like this foundation is just too light for my skin, and any foundation that's a lot lighter than I would go tends to accentuate dry patches a lot more. But this does seem to be a pretty matte foundation. Oh. I mean, it has a little bit of luminosity to it, but I feel like it's really clinging to my dryness. It's been a hot minute since I've tried a foundation that I really don't like. And off first impression, I would never wear this again. Maybe I need to like really oil up my face first or something? I don't know. Oh, bitch. Oh, fuck. I look gross. Look at my nose. Oh, this is not good. I hate it so much. Maybe Catrice can help? Catrice? Catrice! Oh, there you go. I'm gonna spray some Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Setting Spray over this. Maybe it'll help. Just maybe it'll help. Help! I don't think it helped. Oh, maybe a little. Oh, fuck. Look at this. I do not get this issue with L'Oreal Pro Glow. I don't get it with the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir. I don't get it with the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. I don't get it with any other foundation that I'm used to wearing. As I turn this down, this is kind of what I'm seeing right here. Very, very dry, very clingy. Not very great coverage either. Just off of, I feel like the amount that I've put on my skin really should be a better coverage than this. It just looks very dry, very cakey, very makeup-y. It looks like I'm wearing a lot of makeup on my skin. Before I started filming today, I exfoliated really well, so I got all the dead skin off. I used my Tatcha Essence and my Tatcha Water Cream. I really moisturized my skin. When I use L'Oreal Pro Glow, I never get dry patches or anything like this. This is hideous. All right, so let's throw some matte concealer over the top. The concealer that I want to try today is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Concealer. I feel like I'm not going to be able to do it justice because the base looks so bad. I'll try it anyway, and if it looks like terrible butt shit today, then I think I am going to try it again in the future. They sent over 4 different shades. These are the shades that they sent over. We've got 120, 145, 130, and 140. I think I want to go for this one, which is 145. It does look a lot lighter than I would go and very yellow. That is very yellow. Maybe a little bit of 140. Let's see 140 next to it. Oh yeah, that's a lot more of my... Wow, what a difference. So interesting. The undertones are very strong in those. I feel like 140 is a lot more neutral with a pinkish, and then the other one's a lot more yellow. I'm gonna use my same IT Cosmetics brush with that. I look so pale. Okay, initially on first blending that out, I don't know if you guys can see, this color is too light for me. This is not the shade I would choose for myself, but It does look hydrating. It definitely looks like I'm wearing makeup, but again, that's probably because the shade is not quite matched perfectly to me. But as far as the finish of that goes, turn the lights down to right there so you guys can see the finish. It does have a bit of luminosity to it, which the Fenty Pro Filt'r foundation for me was no-go. Is very, very dry. It looked very similar to this on my skin, but even more matte. It's like a super matte foundation, and because I have such dry skin, it did not look good on me at all. I was not a fan. But this concealer right now looks very luminous, which I'm pretty excited about. It does seem to be creasing a tiny bit. Be interested to see how this dries down. See, like, had I put the Fenty Pro Filt'r foundation on this side and left it unblended for as long as I have, it would have been completely dry by now, because it has a really quick working time. And this seems to have a slower working time, which I like, because I don't like having to blend something out within like 5 seconds or it's dry. So that's the concealer. I am so white. Oh dear. This now that I have this on looks so unblended to me. This side's not so bad at all. I think I'm going to set one side of it because I wanted to test this out. I've had this in my drawer to test forever. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder Glow Setting Powder. Now, this is a glowy setting powder. Bitch, please. You guys know I don't powder my face anymore, but I want to test out these products for you. And I used to, and still do, really like the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. This one is a glow powder, so it has some luminosity to it, apparently. Let's see what it's like. I'm going to kind of swatch a bit of it on the back of my hand. So that's it. Oh, okay. It's not super glowy. Maybe it'll make my under eyes look really nice. Or maybe hideous, who knows? So I'm gonna tap some of it out into this lid here, and I'm gonna use my little Sigma 40 HD Kabuki brush, which looks like this. Pat some of it on the brush, tap off the excess, and then underneath one of my eyes, I'm gonna set it with this so that we can see if maybe this, I don't know, works, or I don't know. Let's do it under the bad eye. Oh, I don't think that's what this is for. Nope, this is 100% not what that's for. All right, I just fucked this up royally. Oh no, what is this for? It's a highlighter. Oh no. Oh no. That's without it. That's with it. I put highlighter on my under eyes. It's not, it's a setting powder. But it looks bad. Maybe like whisked on my face? Is that what you're supposed to do? Whisk it? Let's see. Whiskey. Oh god, the coverage on this is so bad. Oh, you can see all my redness right through here. All the redness just looks like I'm having a reaction. Doesn't it kind of look like I'm having a reaction? I don't know how to use that Laura Mercier. I don't know what it's certainly not a setting powder for like your under eyes, because that looks unbelievable, just terrible. But the Fenty on this side, let's see here, pretty nice actually. It's luminous. It doesn't have a super matte finish, which that's really nice. I'm gonna finish off my eyes by I'll take another color. Let's try this one. This one is Bubble Bath and Pink Champagne, and I'm gonna tap this underneath my eyes and blend that out. I'm guessing to these Huda shadows, the benefit of them is the lasting power? You know what? Our eyes already look crazy, so let's try this color. This is Silk Bomber. Couple of tippy taps on that side. That's not terrible. You gotta give it to her. I think this is a cool concept. I just think that the working time could be a little better. But, you know, if you needed a quick eye look, I'd probably go with one of the lighter shades, like the Pink Champagne and Bubble Bath, just so that you're, like, not having to have that be what your face looks like. Ooh, I am liking the Fenty concealer. That looks really pretty. I got these. These are Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush. And they look like this. This is the packaging. This is probably the color I'm going to go with. This is Seychelles. This is what it looks like here. Oh, it smells like coconut or something. Nothing I put over this hideous base could ever possibly look good. Oh wow, I look like a hideous doll. Annabelle, maybe. This product is pretty, I think. It did go on a little heavy, but then again, I was a little heavy-handed, so I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just kind of tap over the top of that just to kind of calm it down. The blush itself is very luminous, and I actually quite like the way that it looks on this side. The luminosity of it's really pretty, and I think it would be really pretty with the right placement. So I'm gonna definitely try that again. This side looks absolutely horrifying, okay? Horrifying. I've given up. All right, let's move on. Oh, I'm gonna finish off my lower lashes. Little spidery. Okay, let's move on from that. You see what I mean? It just looks a little spiky for me. I don't look good. Oh shit, I forgot the roller liner. I've got a brown here and a black here. I'll try it with the lashes on, but I just kind of messed up, okay? This is the Benefit roller liner. This is new. I wonder why it's called roller. I don't know, that always made me think it was something different. Oh, I just transferred. It's a very wet mascara. This is the roller liner here. This is new, and this is what it looks like. Let's try it on one of these eyes. These eyes cry every night. Ooh, that was a nice little sharp ass bit. These arms long to hold you good. The head's on me, yeah. I'll never be free, no, no, no. I haven't used this with lashes off, but with how easy that wing just went on with lashes on, I'm gonna say this product so far, oh god, it's so deep. It's like the blackest black. These eyes are crying. That's a terrible wing. All right, I redeemed it a bit, but I got mascara all over my face. I don't know how I feel about the Roller Lash Mascara, but this roller liner, I'm gonna have to keep playing with that because so far it is inky, black. Very nice. Very, very nice. Wow, Benefit. That is so depthy. What's the word I'm looking for? Johnny Depthy. It's like the shape of it is really conducive to just making like a very flicky line. I don't know the words I'm trying to use, but it's a felt tip liner. It's not a brush tip, and I feel like it's very loaded with product. Who knows how quickly it'll dry out, but hopefully not fast, because if this does last, this might become a new favorite. It just seems so easy and quick to just like flick on a black liner. Also, it came in brown, so let's see what the brown one looks like. You guys know I love a good brown liner. That's what it looks like there. Ooh, that could be really pretty. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Benefit, for, oh, I literally just drew that on. Look at this. Look at this. I also got brightening eye pencil, Benefit Roller Eye Bright Pencil. Let's see what this bitch is. Oh, it's like a teeny little teener tiner. Okay. And it looks like this. Okay, a nude eyeliner. Really tiny. Wow, it's weird how that brightens up the eye. It like really opens it up. I really like a black waterline, but you know what? This could be good. I know a lot of people really swear by like a nude waterline. Sometimes I feel like it makes me look a little odd. That does brighten up the eyes a bit. Let's move on to the brows. There are a few different products today that I'm gonna be trying from Urban Decay, and I've got here the new Brow Blade. Now this I've been tagged in trillions of times because this is a possible dupe for my MAC Shape and Shade. So it's got a pen on one side and like a pencil on the other, and it says a waterproof pencil plus ink stain. This is the shade here, Brunette Betty. There is also a brow volumizer, which is a primer plus color, and I think this is like a brow gel, and then also this Urban Decay Double Down Brow. I don't know, let's take a look at them. The one I'm the most interested in is this bitch right here, Brunette Betty. Ooh, that looks promising, that looks promising. This is the pen side, okay. That looks a little red. This is not the color I'm gonna use. And then this is the pencil side. I feel like those colors don't really match up. Maybe they do. Is that warm? I don't know, but I like this idea better than the MAC Shape and Shade in the way that this is a pen form basically of it, but it has the pencil side to it, whereas the MAC Shape and Shade is like this. You've got the pen side, which I love, 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 but then the other side is this little smudger and I just get no use out of that. So since that color looks really warm, I don't want to use that on my brows. I'm going to try to go in with one of these guys. This one is called Brown Sugar. Let's see if this one's a little more my color. Let's give it a try. That color, I think, is a little, it looks much better in person than it does on camera. On camera, it's translating a little warm. In person, it really doesn't have that warmth to it. It's just kind of like a neutral brown. And in fact, I think that the pen shape of this one, I'll compare it to the Shape and Shade. Here's Shape and Shade from MAC. As you can see, it is much larger in size. I actually like the Urban Decay size much, 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 much better. I think we may have found a possible dupe. This is the shade, again, it is Brown Sugar, and I feel like this was a lot better for me. I'm gonna try the pencil side now, but I really enjoyed the pen side of that because it gave me a lot more realistic and easier to manage hair strokes, I feel. I'm not sure what product it is, but something's really burning my eyes. It could be the Benefit pencil. It could be the HUDA shadows. I've had a couple of subscribers reach out to me and ask me if the HUDA Beauty shadows burn my eyes like they do theirs. And yes, they do, especially the pink and red shades. I don't really notice it initially, but it's almost like after it's been on my eyes for this length of time, they start to burn a bit. It could be the red dyes in the pigments, and almost every single one of these does seemingly have like a pinkish base to it. So yeah, my eyes are burning really a whole lot right now, so that's not good. This is the Urban Decay Brow Endowed, and this is the primer and color side. So there's a primer side, which I would imagine you run through the brows first. It's got a tiny, teeny little brush. And let's see. Okay, it definitely leaves a little bit of like a white cast on the brows, but I wonder what the point of this is. And then the other side is color, it says. And then this is what that looks like. Tiny little brush, I really like that. Oh, oh, it's very dark. Okay, okay. That deposits some pigment. Really makes your brow look full. Wow, it really, okay, I have so much to say about these products so far. Okay, I'm not gonna use this stuff here. I'll try this in a different video, but I have so much to say about these. Okay, so first of all, this is 100% going to replace my MAC Shape and Shade because the tip of it is much finer and the other side is a pencil. I don't get use out of the other side of MAC Shape and Shade, so it's almost a waste of my time. The only question I have on this, is it gonna last as long as Shape and Shade? I've been using that for 6 months, still no sign of it going anywhere. This though, is a cruelty-free version of that, so I'm absolutely making the switch. This is going to be probably my new favorite and one that you guys see me use all the time, unless this wears like absolute shit and unless this runs out really, really quickly. But I still see myself using something like this because I just found it really easy to work with. And the fact that it has the corresponding tiny little pencil on the other side, it's just, takes the cake for me. This is a winner. This guy, okay, it really defines the hairs. It really coats each individual hair. I feel that the shade is a little bit dark for me. This is Brunette Betty, and this one is a little bit dark. I know that they gave me a bunch of other colors. I'm probably gonna go through and find the right color for myself in there. And then I think I really, really like it. It really, the brush tip really grabs. You can feel it literally grabbing each individual hair and pulling on them, and it coated every hair. It really defined them. It makes them look a lot darker, and it just works. I feel like both of these products could make their way into my everyday routine. So this is the highlight palette that I want to try today. It is from Time LA, and this is the Highlight Heaven Glow palette. This is what it looks like here. And let's just get busy, baby. So I'm gonna use my favorite highlighting brush, and I think the color that draws me in the most, probably all of them. So I'm gonna dip right in here into this shade first. Okay, that is very white, but very glowy. If you have very fair skin, that might work great as a highlight on you. I'm gonna kind of mix these two shades in here together. That's Eternal and Bliss. Let's kind of see what that looks like here. Oh my God, these are very glowy. Let's try it on my chin. Okay, well, holy shit. It is like the wettest. That is so beautiful. Wow, I was not expecting it to be so incredibly bright and glowy. In person, it looks so wet and dewy. It is beautiful, 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 beautiful. Wow. Okay, sometimes a highlighter looks like it's going to be beautiful in a pan and then it ends up being really lackluster on the face. This is kind of the opposite for me. Like, while the palette looks nice, it's just like it's a palette, you know? You can't really tell that these are going to be super glowy. They actually don't look like they're going to be as glowy as they are. And I'll use the example of Omrizi highlighter. I'm going to pop it open and I'll show you what I mean. When you look at the Omrizi highlighter, it looks like it's going to be glowy because it has so much reflection in the pan. Whereas these don't have a ton-ass of reflection in the pan. They got a ton-ass of reflection on the face. Beautiful. Okay, well, Time LA did it again. I really love the brand. Okay, so that's a win from me. I feel like that's one of the only win products that we've had so far. I think the final product that I'm going to try on my face is going to be the Colourpop Lux Lipsticks. And I don't know what's different from these and the others. Okay, so it's all about that Lux It Up. Well, what's different about these, you know? Huh? Colourpop? What's different about these? Just different colors, or are they different a formula? I don't know. Maybe I'll do a color that I don't ever do. This is called Alti. Oh, Velvet Blur. Is that what these are? They're Velvet Blur. So they're like super matte. This look is wearable. You know what? I think there's a reason I don't wear colors like this. And I'm finding it out when I look in the mirror right now. Well, I got dry lips and I feel like it really accentuates the dryness. They do kind of look like a velvet blur. Maybe I'll run a little bit of this color in the center. The shade Mesmerize. All right, my friends, let's go through the list of things and we'll briefly touch on things that I've already talked about, yet you probably don't even want to hear again, but I'm gonna say again. Where do we start? The eyeshadows. I think I've made my point on these. I think that the darker the color, the more difficult it is to blend. However, given that this dried down really quickly, I still don't feel like that looks bad or super unblended. The matte side is a little finicky to work with because it dries down so fast, but the foiled side is unbearably beautiful. I feel like I cannot quit staring at how beautiful it is. This one I prefer. I think this color is just absolutely stunning. I mean, you can't beat the applicator on that. It glides on so smoothly. I feel like you could draw, again, like such precise lines with it. I would buy straight up just like full tubes of those in every color in the world. I'd give them like a 7.8 out of 10. I thought they were going to be a lot harder to work with when I saw some people using them, and I didn't really have too much trouble with them. That's that on that. Then we moved on to foundation, the Colourpop No Filter Sticks. I hate it. I feel like the longer it's sitting on my skin, the more it's warming up to my skin and the less bad it's looking. But if we're just calling a spade, I would never reach for this again. This is pretty drying on my skin. It accentuates all of my dry spots. And really, my skin only started looking dewy and better when I put on the Time LA highlighter. So that's the highlighter doing all of this and making it look better, not the product itself. So I feel like it's about a medium coverage. It immediately looks kind of cakey. Sorry, it's a very rare day that I don't like a product from Colourpop, but today is that day. The Fenty concealer, let's take a look up close. Okay, so on this side where I did not set anything, I didn't try that hideously horrifying Laura Mercier powder, and it's just the concealer on my under eye. I think it actually looks really nice. It looks dewy. It looks really like it covered everything well. I'm definitely going to continue trying it and using it in my routine because it performed really nicely. I didn't have any issues with it blending out. It seemed to blend out on top of this foundation well. I'd like to see how it's going to work with my L'Oreal Pro Glow, but if it works well with that, I could see it becoming a part of my routine as well because it blended out nicely. Wonder how it wears, but quite like that a lot. Laura Mercier. I'm going to have to continue trying that out, but as an under eye setting powder, don't do it. I don't really know how to use it. How are you supposed to use a product like that? Just like as a highlighter? Then it's marketed almost like a setting powder. I don't know. So maybe you do set your face with it. Maybe you just like dust it on your face. I don't know, but I used it to set my under eye today and that looks hideous. Urban Decay brow products. I'm going to need to go through all these and find my perfect shades, but oh yeah, winner for me. I really, really like those. I think that those are a neat product. It's nice to be able to move along and kind of evolve into what I'm looking for. Like the MAC Shape and Shade was almost perfect. This one, pretty right up there. My brows look a little intense right now, but these hairs in the front look a lot more real than when I use the Shape and Shade. The roller liner from Benefit. Again, I used it at the wrong time. I should have used it before I put the lashes on, but bitch, it is nice. It is very, very deep. It is very, very inky and it went on like a dream. I feel like the tip and the applicator, at least for me today, was really nice. So I'm going to continue trying that. The roller lash mascara, I feel like my bottom lashes look a bit spiky and it's a very wet formula. Maybe it'll change a bit as it sits, but initially I'm not a huge fan of this because I feel like it's a little bit wet and it transferred right up here and it transferred on this side as well on my under eye. These lashes are very, very beautiful, but very, very intense. And also the string on both lashes, when I went to cut the lashes, started pulling off of the band, which leads me to believe that these may not last very long. Although they weren't incredibly easy to apply, they just popped right on because the curvature of the lash just was almost perfection for my eyes. They're very pretty, but I feel a little self-conscious in them and I don't love that. So I'm gonna keep trying more from the brand, but again, these were Fearless. The Buxom Wanderlust blush. I don't really know if I feel any way about it. It's very glowy. I feel like I over applied the absolute shit out of it. I'm gonna need to keep trying that as well. The Time LA Highlight Heaven palette. I mean, it didn't look like I was going to be a huge fan initially, but bitch, I am. This is so beautiful. And you know what? The owner of Time LA, Ashley, is so, so nice and so down to earth and so funny. And I've seen her at a bunch of events when I go down to LA and she's always been so kind and welcoming to me. Oh, and then the lipsticks. Okay, now this color's kind of growing on me, especially if I were to just do it in the center of my lips and kind of blend it out. It's kind of beautiful. So this again was the color All Tea, and then with a little bit of Mesmerize in the center. And it does have a matte finish, but it really does in person and on camera give like a blur effect. I actually think it's really pretty. I don't love a matte lip, but this is very comfortable. It does not feel like a liquid lipstick at all, because it's not. It's nice. I think I'll reach for these. I think it's like a 50-50 split. Like some of the products I really, really like and I'm super happy to try. Some of them I'm like, wishy-washy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You guys can also follow me on all my other social media stuff. Everything is RawBeautyKristi. So Instagram and Twitter are my two main bitches, and I update them quite often. So follow me on them if you want to. All right, and I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! Hey guys, so today is the requested. Is highly requested. Zach, you can edit that part out. Do the highly requested. Come on, instead.
If you don't want to cut crease, you could do so. You can blend it out. You could do however you want to do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the bottom too to show you guys how easy this is. So easy, so easy. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the bottom. I'm waterproof, will not move. I cry all the time. I'm a crier. Like if I see a cute commercial or if I see a dog or like a cute baby, I cry. I'm one of those people. Yes, I know it's annoying. I cry. So you.
I can't recall ever crying at a commercial, but hey, Huda, you do you. So this brush is completely clean, even though it looks dirty. Wait, that left a mark on my hand. Ah! What's that smell? Does it have a smell? No, must be my brush. Morphe. So this looks dirty. Is this orange? Yes. Here, let's see if my trick works. Did it work? Maybe? Yeah, I think it did. Come on, you orange bitch. Well. What do we have here? This brush is pokey. What is that little bump on my inner corner? Or whatever. So easy to apply. Probably the easiest application. Ooh, this feels crunchy. It's just really, it's really Liquid Glide. Liquid Glide, the name of my new brand. Maybe when I've just opened my eyes more, that would go away. Maybe I'll try lashes real quick. Little pair of lashes could certainly salvage this. Well, lashes can never hurt. All right, I'm gonna apply these off camera real quick. I'll be back and let you guys know how. Drive by you truck. They are big. They are big. That's what she said. Oh, there she blows. Okay, I'm gonna spray some Catrice Prime and Fine. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll turn the lights down a bit. Turn the lights down to right there. And then, oh! You can't. Not bad. If you needed a quick eye look, I'd probably go with one of the lighter shades, that's for sure. So that, Oh shit, I forgot the roller liner. Fuck. That is so vivid. Vivid. Not really vivid. The beauty shadows really burn their eyes. What? No. That's not what it is. Wow. My eyes are burning so much. I think that they kill it. I think that Ashley's so nice. I'm gonna sneeze. And really, my skin only started looking more dewy and better when I put... Neat guy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Did you guys enjoy this video? Did you? I don't know. Did you?